like that, and then like this, and now my audio should be working. So I thought we'd do a bit of a different stream today. We're gonna try Golden Treasure, The Great Green. A bit of a different game than what I'm usually streaming, but I thought I'd do that because I'm solo today, and I've played Angels with Scaly Wings, and that was a lot of fun. And so I was recommended this game, and that's what we're going to check out today. Nice quote from Bilbo Baggins there. Great franchise. Alright. You are alone in the chamber. There is one wall which surrounds you utterly, in every direction and on every side. The wall is made of love and it embraces you. Its inherent goodness is an obvious and complete truth. So we're in an egg then. Cool next button. This is already looking a lot like other visual novel style games that I've played. There is a rhythm in the chamber, a beat and a flow which has always been. It is the only way you can tell between sleeping and waking. When awake, you can feel the rhythm. When asleep, you cannot. A little sliding bar there, very nice. What is this? Oh, okay, cool. So maybe there'll be some good visuals. Pull this up and down. You are alone in the chamber. Nope, we already read that. Okay, which time do you enjoy most? I enjoy being awake, or I prefer the quiet of the sleeping times. I do prefer being awake. I'm more of an awake dragon. We're going to be a very lively dragon. Even now, in the beginning, you reach toward change, toward the future. The thrum of the rhythm promises everything to you and will soon blossom into reality. Okay. Oh, I guess I click on this. You have gained a large amount of air mastery. Interesting. Then after a time, you hear the voice. So there are words that are colored differently, and I'm guessing that might be a mechanic. Oh, we see our first symbols too. At first you did not know there was a voice, only a strange sensation folding in your mind. A soothing warmth, pulses of orange color, and the comforting taste of brimstone on your tongue. Oh, it looks like the edges of this text box or text bubble kind of mirror the egg that we saw at the title screen. Maybe we're inside the egg. Maybe this changes as we play the game. Okay, so we're definitely in an egg then. And yet you are alone here in the chamber. Could it be something outside? You reach out, forming a colored echo in your thoughts and sending it beyond your reality. And you're rewarded with an explosion of purest joy ringing through your essence and echoing through your mind. In time, you learn the differences between the emotions, the colors of the mind, that the voice outside the wall would pour into you through its mind song, and which you would pour back, and so you discover happiness and sadness, anger and calm, fear and curiosity, and an innumerable spectrum of others. Okay, so we're growing. We're a hatchling that's growing. There's a bunch of symbols. We have not yet seen these symbols before. They're all different from the light one that we saw earlier. Can we see that one? No, we can't. And then the images come, pictures etched in neon relief in your mind by the song of the voice. So that's these here. Cool. They are images of amazing things, of a stately tree. Or is that? I can't tell, it's green, but it looks like these. An honorable, reliable stone, of chattering stream, and murmuring sea. Of the great giver, who is also called sun, maybe that one, and of the great birther, who receives from sun and gives birth to all things, who is also called earth. Whoa. Okay, so these two are different colors, but don't think that this is an accident. As in, I think there's 3 elements coming up with the compromised sun, and then 5 for earth. But that's just a theory at the moment. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here, and 8. Okay, 8 in the letters. I mean, we'll have to see. Earth and sun are the greatest of beasts, mightiest of all the animals, but next to them in might are your people, the true children of above and below, the kin unto each other, who are also called Drak, or Drak. That'll be easier to pronounce. The voice then asks you a question. O tiny kin yet to be, which shall you become? Sun, the radiant one, the great giver who rules and slays and is slain and reborn each day. Interesting. Or earth, who circle dances to sun's music, who nurtures peaceful and omnipotent, births all good beasts, knows all silent deeds, and abides forever. Okay, so this sounds like we're in the character creation scene. What kind of dragon should we be? Power, glory, and I'm not really sure if rise and fall matter. Rise and fall sounds like a cycle, just like the dance of the circle. So we're gonna ignore that. But we could be knowing and healing for earth, or power and glory for sun. I think we're gonna be a sun dragon. The voice accepts your choice with an explosion of red and golden sparks and a happy rage. May you become glorious and powerful, and bring beautiful and terrible consequence upon all life. Okay. You've gained a large amount of fire mastery. Let's go! Big. Time has little meaning in the chamber. Okay. The voice from outside leaves and returns again and again, continuing to instruct you gently and at a slow pace, ensuring that you can receive its song and build yourself around it. Aw, is that our mother? Aw, she cares. I may not be rich, but I have a family with 2 parents. It teaches you of the many good beasts, those of fur and scale and feather and fin. Some are swift, like the hopping Lanier, and some are powerful, like the horned graziers, but all are good and all have their own music. They're the different animals in neon lights. Most importantly, it teaches you the 2 great laws. Okay, here come the game mechanics. First, you are a destroyer. Oh, shoot. I guess we're the bad guys. To live is good, and you may only preserve your life by tearing away the life of others. You must destroy. Find that to which calls you to it and destroy it, and take it into yourself and grow mighty. Okay? If you fail to destroy, you will waste away and be yourself destroyed, and all your music will become silence. Okay. Where's destroyers then? Second, that you are a creator. All creators are one of 2 kinds. Givers, who give of their essence during the dance of creation, or birthers, who receive the essence and weave new life from it, bringing it forth in the fullness of time. Do we gotta choose between the 2? When you have grown great, you must seek out another who is also great and of opposite nature, and through the dance of creation must become a source of the future. That's a lot to take in for a little baby dragon that's yet to be born. Okay, so it sounds like we've already got a path set for us, even though we haven't even made our first decision quite yet. If you fail in this, the destiny of the children of heaven and earth will waste away. That's not good. And where there might have been the echo of your music in the time beyond yourself, there will only be silence. So it is, was, and shall be. Okay. There's a brief silence during which you sense that there is space enough for one question. What do you do? Okay, so here comes our first choice, but I'm not sure if this is going to be that. How to best consume the essence of others. I ask if the voice is my creator. Was it one of those whose dance created me? Ask how to do the dance of creation. Is it possible to live without destroying others? I feel like this is a bad question. Game already told us that we cannot live without destroying others. Yeah, you will waste away. Not a very good one. Sought no answers from the voice. Not a very good one either. How can we best consume the essence of others? The voice is happy that your will to live is fierce and bright. Either slay all regret, so that your essence and core may align, and you can take what you desire or grow wise. So that you can learn the way and the mind of your prey, and thus destroy them with ease and beauty. These two eat well, the vicious and the clever. Okay. You gain some fire mastery. Okay, see, we're already ahead. Beyond the two great laws, sings the voice, there's one lesser law. It is not great. If you violate, you shall not be destroyed. Nevertheless, taste this truth and chain it within your mind. Ooh, you must seek treasure. Treasure comes in many kinds, but you will know it when you find it. Treasure is something rare and of worth to all of the true children of heaven and earth. Well, I think this egg is a treasure to our mother, for sure. By taking treasure as your own, you shall prove your greatness to other kin. Okay, so if we need to increase in greatness at any point, we will look for treasure. That'll be something we do. Whether obtained by strength of body or of mind or of any other thing, it matters not. All that matters is that you must gather all treasures to yourself. Some are obvious but well guarded, and some require little strength but are difficult to find. None, though, are both obvious and easily obtained, or they would not be treasure. What is the greatest treasure? If I do not need it, why must I seek treasure? To become great. What is the greatest treasure? I think other dragons are the greatest treasure. Bonds. Are all treasures such as can be smelled, touched, and seen? Will you give me a treasure, great voice? Ooh, that's a good one. The voice is saw and suddenly turns darkly crimson. Never, it sings in painful tones which cut across your mind. Ooh. Learn this, you will be given nothing. All things you must take with your own being. No kin will give to another without a price being paid. In this there is truth and honor, and the growth of strength through the untold aeons of hardy and happy strife. But I'm just a little dragon, and I just want to go outside and play. Fight for your treasure. You must fight sometimes with your body, and sometimes with your mind, and sometimes with your very essence. But you will always, you will earn treasure, and never be given it. Steel yourself for the battle which never ends, which is called life. Love the battle and own with pride its gains and losses. This is a shard of wisdom. Is that like a game mechanic? Or is that just lore? Oh, so we've got air mastery, earth, fire, and water. Seems like we're very high in fire mastery so far. The question is, do we want to push really hard on fire, or do we want to be an all-rounder? We'll find out once we make our other choices, like a real choice in the physical realm. We've yet to see it, what it looks like. The voice of song grows softer. Now I leave you, my kin and my creation. Okay, so this is Mum. You may never hear my son again, nor I yours. I've imparted the two great laws, as is my duty. You are a destroyer and you are a creator, and these truths are woven into you like the warmth into blessed flame. If you cease to be a destroyer or creator, you will no longer be kin. And you know of the lesser law, the seeking and taking of treasure. Though you may survive and be well fed and strong of body, if you have no treasure, you will never be called great among the kin. You will never know the pleasure of the dance of creation, and your creator's self will languish in a frigid void. So there it answers why we need treasure. our creator self is tied to treasure, at least somewhat, because it doesn't die but it languishes. All other laws are false, these alone bind us. Remember that you are Draken. Ah, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. You can't fool me. All other beings of this world must stand in the shadow of your beautiful and terrible music. The rhythm which you feel now flowing through you is the rhythm of life. To have the rhythm within you is to be alive. To be silent without the rhythm is the perfect sign of death. Very philosophical. Interesting. So I think that's probably going to be the conclusion of the introduction. What we've learned so far is that there's definitely a kind of alignment system tied to destroying creator. And I'm not sure if we're going to be positively rewarded for pushing hard to become these, but we'll definitely be negatively rewarded if we don't. So that'll be something that we look into. Nature shall now be your guide, companion, and opponent, your friend, enemy, and always your teacher. Ain't that the truth? There's no being born of earth, the great birther, and sun, the great giver, greater than you. The music of our people is great. Okay. Rejoice knowing that your essence has been woven into such a body, and that such a fate is yours. When you at last escape from the wall which I have put around you. Okay, so then this means that the voice is our mother. At least we know her, or her son. Both to keep you safe and to test you. Then you will be worthy to begin the great adventure which some call life. And with that final message, the idea of yourself exploding from potentiality into reality, the voice fades and is gone. You know that it will not return. Oh, how do you feel in that moment? Abandon my creator, admiration, nothing. Excited to begin the mysterious journey ahead. We are. You are eager to show the world how great you are, how much greater you shall become. You dance a tiny, tiny dance within the confines of the chamber and sing raw, pure songs of hope and longing into the nothingness beyond the wall. Let's begin then. I'm stoked. That was quite a weighty introduction. For a time, you are left alone again within the chamber. You feel the measured beating of your rhythm within you and drift in and out of consciousness. So you could replace this with your heart, right? But it says your rhythm, which leads me to think that the cosmological thinking of the Draken is very it's very symbolic, right? Because they talk a lot about the rhythm, and that's supposed to be your heart. If in mechanical terms, right? Your heart is that which beats in you, not a rhythm or your music. But in this case here, it says that you feel the measured beating of your own rhythm in you. So the idea of your heart beating is very closely tied to you doing things that are like that kind of express your nature, which is a very interesting way of framing our first heartbeats. Sorry, that was a little long. The wall seems to have gone smaller, hugging you tightly indeed. Your rhythm has swelled into mighty chords, and your breath is fierce against your legs. Okay. And suddenly, without warning, the voice returns. It is not a measured song rife with ordered sigils as last time, but a lurid gash of feelings and ideas suddenly thrust upon you. Beware the other sea, the no-tails, the flat faces. Beware their terrible music. Beware the seed of others. Beware. Oh, I missed something up there. And suddenly there is awful silence, a space left behind where something should have been. Oh, we lost Mommy. No other voices enter your mind. A few times you think you may be receiving a song, but it always proves to be simply yourself echoing tiny hopes, fears, and dreams. Meanwhile, the wall which is made of love. See, there's that symbolism again, right? Because this wall is just our shell, but it's not made of love. It's actually made of keratin or whatever dragon shells are made out of. But here it's described as love, because in the dragon perspective, everything is like embodied meaning. You definitely have to read more on Jonathan Pajot to understand the context of what I'm trying to explain there. Which is made of love and which has always embraced you, is squeezing you very tightly. Its love, once so pure and benign, has become toxic. You are pressed so mercilessly you can barely breathe, and to make matters worse, you feel a horrible emptiness, a drain within your core. You must do something. We could be still, silent, breathe, and wait, or we push against that wall. It loves you, you know, but it now must be broken. I want to go see the world. You push and struggle, feeling your body move this way, then that, but the wall thwarts your every move on every side. Push harder. It is not through pushing, but rather through unfolding your whole self, limb by limb, and muscle by muscle, that you at last achieve the first true success in the music of your life. We're hatching. It's time. You hear, not with your mind, but with your ears, your actual ears, the crackling and crunching of the wall as it breaks slowly apart, and then see with your own eyes your first vision of true light. You gained some air mastery and fire mastery. Excellent. That's us. It's time. Oh. Flashbanged immediately. Part 1. Okay. That was the true conclusion of that introduction then. I'm really feeling like there's a lot to manage, even though we're just oh look, there's us. We're a little dragon. There we are. See, you are somewhere in the body of Earth, the great birther. Her semi-soft flesh is veined here and there with the grasping roots of trees, or blockaded by stones who stare blindly at you. There we are. So it looks like our cave is like within this network of roots beneath trees. And here we are, our first steps. Goo still stuck to our wings and talons. The air here tastes of comfort and slumber, and your own body feels as though it is in good condition. I've noticed that there's also some... Okay, so there are some big changes. First is... We've seen... Okay, interesting. When I mouse over, these gems at our tail, talons, and face, they glow. We're green and glowing. And there's these 4... They look like eggs, but I think they represent the element mastery within us. So that might be something we have to manage, or maybe just grow leveling wise. Like the red is very dark, and this one at the far right must either be air or it's unpowered. Not too sure yet. Okay, let's continue. But you feel a burning in your core. You know that it is the destroyer within, eager for substance to fuel your being. Yes, we're very hungry. If you fail to find anything to destroy, the emptiness will overtake you and your life will be lost. You sense nothing here to consume, though. Nothing to consume here, though. A few illuminating rays tumble in from above, but your vision is still dim and unsteady. Perhaps you could leave this place by crawling up the tangle of roots overhead. I want to crawl up the roots. That's what I want to do. Whenever you consider a task which your will alone cannot conquer, you will get a sense of whether you will succeed or fail based on your elemental attributes. Climbing up the roots will require a certain amount of fluidity and flexibility, which are the domain of the water element. Okay, there it is. Red indicates you cannot succeed, at least not without problems. Okay, so this this doesn't represent our elements at all. It's just green indicates that you certainly can. Yellow is that it is too close to be sure. I don't see yellow, but that's good to know. As you make choices, your health and energy may be affected as well. Success brings benefits, but be not too afraid of failure. Through it, all beings learn and grow strong, while success has little to teach. Now choose, newborn. What will you do? Examine what is left of the wall. Okay, so if I mouse over, we will definitely fail. And there's this other sigil up there. I don't know what that means. I don't know what any of this means. Claw your way through the soil. Okay, let's examine what is left of the wall. Maybe that'll increase our chances. The chamber of your creation seems so small now, moments ago, as it was your entire reality. Perhaps there is another reality beyond this one. You now see into which you will one day hatch. Have you any further business with the wall? It does not smell attractive. Oh, can we consume the wall? Perhaps it'll ease the emptiness within. Let's consume the wall. The wall crunches and crackles pleasantly in your mouth as you consume it, but it lashes your throat as it is drawn down to your core, causing you to cry out in discomfort. It also does not seem to do anything for your hunger. You have gained some air mastery and fire mastery. What will you do? So this one doesn't seem to go up if I click this one. So let's try what that does. The dirt stubbornly resists your scrabblings. It seems that the floor of this chamber has been trod down by some great being, most likely your creator, and it resists your attempts to unmake it. You eventually give up, feeling slightly more empty than before for your efforts. Okay, so failure matters. We've lost a little energy, but we've gained earth mastery. What will you do? I think the red in the center, the color in the center indicates what we might do. So if I do this here, we will definitely fail. The labyrinth of roots foils your progress. You are not small, quick, and flexible enough to clamber up and through them, and your efforts are fruitless. That's what I thought. And down here it looks like this is going down. That must be our energy bar. And we lose energy. Okay, but we gain water mastery. So if we fail at things, we gain mastery in the elements, but we lose energy. So as long as we can try things, we get better at them. So that means we need to find lots of energy. So let's see what's outside. Your small but powerful limbs tear through Earth's flesh. It is an effort, but you succeed in crafting a small, rough tunnel large enough to fit your body through. More light spills into the burrow as you emerge out of the ground, shaking your body clean. You have lost a little energy. And there we are. It's so pretty in here. This art, by the way, very beautiful. I'm not sure when this game came out, but I do like the art style. Very contourless. The space is much larger than the last, and though you are still sheltered by Earth's body, light is more plentiful here. You may be approaching her skin. A clean azure flavor slides across your tongue. Water, the comforter and supporter of all life, is here, gathered into a still body before you. Something within you resonates with it, drawing you towards it. What is your will? I think this will give us more energy, so let's go closer to the water. Let's find out what happens. That's us. And for the first time, you see yourself. And we are very beautiful, I might add. Your body, sculpted and painted by time and space, is almost beyond description. Your armor shines subtly with earth's rich hues, like the promise of precious things buried deep. Your feathers, each one dyed with more colors than you know the names of, long for the touch of air, and you are covered with plumes so that all other good beasts may know your sovereignty. Your long neck, graceful limbs, and supple tail transform every motion into a weaving cascade of flowing movement. Seeing your true form for the first time, you feel proud. We feel very proud. All of the four elements of reality seen out through your form. You are nothing short of gorgeous. Every part of you, the pinnacle of possibilities of being, is channeled through the gauntlet of time. You are of the kin, the children of above and below, and you feel a deep and shameless love for everything you are. This indeed is the perfect and ultimate body into which your essence has been woven. These are the limbs which you will walk the paths of this life, the teeth and claws with which you will mete out the judgment of destruction upon other beings, starting out with little bugs and ending with great big castles with squishy humans in between. This is your fruit of your creators, and this is the body whose legacy may be bequeathed to others if you survive long enough and are found worthy. I think this description is long enough for us to lose some energy now. This is yourself, worthy of respect, admiration, and every success. Except that one time, if you remember, when we tried to climb up a wall and get to the tree roots, but we couldn't because we're not so small and flexible like we thought we were, and so we lost energy. Good times. We've gained fire mastery. What is your will? Yeah, let's take some water. You lower your mouth to the body of water. Okay. Great. And we gained a little energy. Perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. Your core demands something which water alone cannot slake, though. You follow the whispering air and light outward. Great. Ooh. Big valley. This looks like a valley with mountains to the center and left, and then the desert to the right. We look very small in comparison to everything else. The trees are her feathers, the mountains her spine. Breath is the wind, and her essence flows in streams, rivers, and the distant sea. See, like, this is a very, like, cosmologically inspired description. I mean, you just wouldn't describe the trees like you wouldn't describe the earth like that in a technical description, or even in many novels nowadays. You would describe it as, I don't know, verdant and lush and, okay, spiny maybe, but this seems a lot more of a spiritual description than many novels nowadays. Carrie, that's kind of cool. I think that's very cool. Above you, sun, the great giver, shines his own endless down upon the earth. He blazes above you, mighty in his glory, beautiful and shameless, in his circle dance of creation, by which all that carries the rhythm of life is ultimately begotten. Cool. The air between them, the fruits of their union. So this is like the self-evident mythology of the Draken. What will you do? We can spread your wings and fly. I can climb down. We're definitely gonna spread our wings and fly. You spread your wings and leap fearlessly. Oh, there we go. Leap fearlessly from the heights, knowing the earth cannot hold your Draken greatness. For a single beautiful moment, you hang in the air, and then earth swiftly rushes at you. Oh no. Oh no. This is bad. You tumble to the ground, crashing through the treetops. And then the unforgiving, cruel ground. That's not good. Ooh, that's bad. Did we die? No way. There's no way we died. It is fitting that kids reach to exceed their grasp. Failure is a far but. What? Did we die? Oh, thank goodness. I thought we died. Body renew with. You know what? I think we're gonna end it here. This is very long. Clearly, I'm so excited. A lot of interesting things going on. It seems the mechanics, the very mechanics of the game, are embedded within like the sigils and the way that the Drac can perceive the world. So my guess is that a lot of the choices we'll make will be like based on how we view events and choose to respond to them, which is very interesting. I hope you enjoyed this short introduction, this first chapter perhaps, and yeah, I think I'll stream this again later. This has definitely been very interesting.